Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170. The Answer. My name is Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty, joined by Jason Hall, Team Home Loans. And we've got Dena with Tone Fitness in the studio. Before the break, guys, we were talking, super excited, 2 weeks away, 2 weeks or less, I should say, having our first baby. Have a planned C-section scheduled for Cinco de Mayo. So, Dena, you've had a few kids, right?
All by cesarean.
All right. So obviously there's pros and cons. We talked about the pro of doing an elective C-section. You can schedule it, plan it. You can just go in, don't have to deal with labor or any of that stuff. But there's obviously a huge consequence to it as well, that the recovery typically is a much longer recovery period. So what advice would you have for my wife? One, just, being a woman and having been through it. But two, what can she do fitness-wise to, help get her body in shape, and just get back to that level that she wants to be at?
Well, yes, you were correct in saying, because having a cesarean, it is a lot more traumatic on your body. So it's just really little steps. Start going for walks, doing some light stretches, but that too takes time, and really you shouldn't do anything until you have the release from your own physician. But in addition, obviously eating healthy, taking proper supplements that are safe for the baby, since if she's going to be feeding the baby.
She can breastfeed, or
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so that's what she eats is affecting the baby right there, and just slowly build up. I remember I was an avid runner, and it took me time to even just start running again, because of the stitches and so forth. So little steps, but if she enjoys, swimming, the pool is, you have a nice resistance from the water. It's not evasive on your joints or just in general. You get some good exercise right there.
Okay.
Change it up, do something different, but again, take your time to get there. You have to be patient, really.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it seems that we've done like the prep classes and all that, and they talk, 4 weeks really till you're really getting mobile and everything again. But how long after something like that do you think would be a realistic goal for somebody to get themselves back in shape and do like maybe a half marathon or something?
6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Again, it really...
Does she want to do another half marathon?
She does.
She does. Good
Yeah.
for her, man.
She's
Go
very
Brittany.
similar to me, where we like to, but we both struggle to train or work out or do anything unless we have a reason.
You got to have a goal.
So, right, triathlon next month. So, been swimming, riding, running, all that. Same thing for her. She wants to have a reason why she has to, because once you put that money, and I've told you before, the hardest part about doing a marathon or half marathon or triathlon
Signing
or
up
anything
for it, right?
is
Put the
signing
money
up for it. That is hands down the hardest part of the entire thing, is actually putting the money on the line and committing to it. Show me the money! It's amazing how you could just put that $100 or $200 down, whatever it costs to enter. As soon as you put that money down, everything changes. It becomes real. It's a reality.
More committed.
And you're just that much more committed. It completely
Yeah,
changes.
because you don't like spending stuff and then not, some people waste that money.
Right.
But you and I are old school. We're like, if we're putting money in, like, we're doing it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how much money you make. When you
Right.
put that $100 down, that commitment, that's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
A financial commitment. And I think that's good whether it's good for us as long as we can always have an event to do. But I've liked to mix stuff up and do running, do a Tough Mudder, do a Spartan race, do a triathlon, just get some variety mixed in there.
All right, sounds
So it's
good.
been fun. So, Dena, tell us a little bit about your company, Tone Fitness.
Tone Fitness, I started over 10 years ago, and I've been living here in San Diego for 14 years now. I started exercising when I was 17, and it's really the one thing that's been consistent in my life that's always made me feel good, and I really enjoy helping others with their goals, whether it be for an endurance event, just staying in shape for the general purpose, and just constantly changing it up. When you do the same thing, the same routine. I also worked for a major fitness corporation here in San Diego, and what I noticed is that people will go to the gym religiously or have a trainer, and their body composition doesn't change at all
Because they're doing the same exact stuff.
They're doing the same thing. They don't change their eating habits. They don't have enough rest and rehydration in their daily life. So that's all really a component of a healthy lifestyle. And I have a couple clients now who are actually a few months pregnant. So
I think that's me, Kyle.
no,
Jason is in the room.
One of them is not Jason.
Jason's in the room right now.
But
well, she said a couple months, Jason.
Yeah, you're right. I'm more like 6 months,
Yeah,
right? For the last 16 years, it feels like.
And they're really actually athletic, so they have an
Definitely not Jason,
advantage. And so I've incorporated one of the things that I love doing and teaching my clients is I love doing body combat, and it's just a whole lot of different jiu-jitsu and cardio and strength, adding weights in there, adding the cardio in, really get your heart rate up and really increasing the load.
Nice.
So,
and I think you understand, Kyle, it's huge to have somebody that pushes you.
Right.
Right? Like, it's worth paying Dena to be a trainer. Yeah. Like, it was huge to have you push me. Like, we were accountable to one another when we were running that marathon. So we were doing a lot of running and touching base, getting that done. And then I had an additional running trainer that was pushing me additionally to run. Mm-hmm. And when I met Dena last year, she's like, man, you got to work out more. I said, well, I'm working out. She goes, well, we need to change something up. You need to hire me. And I'm like, yeah. Then the first time, she goes, just work out with me once. And I noticed that difference because she just pushes me. And there's something about Dena that she knows how to do it consistently, nice, but also persistent to make you get it done. And I think that's something you can see here. She's like 100 pounds soaking wet. And I can't believe she's almost 60 years old. But when you see her do the stuff and push you, you're like, I got to do this. Right? It's not like a younger guy who's in a better shape. In my mind, I'm like, okay, this is a guy. He's in better shape. He's younger.
Then you can make those excuses.
You can make those excuses in your head.
Yeah, he's younger. He's more fit. He can do it. I'm an old
I've got a
guy.
gal who, I don't want to say, I already said you're older, but you're older than me. And she's in unbelievable shape.
She's 21 years old, Jason. Okay?
Yeah, and she literally,
I'm
like,
58.
Yeah, she's like unbelievable how she just kicks it. And I'm like, all right, so I've made that commitment, and we've been working out a little over 3 months consistently.
Yep.
And she's been kicking my butt, so trying to lose some weight. She's also got some different vitamins and things and that she's been getting me on. So I've been trying to, stay on it and get on there. So
I love it. So, Dena, do you do the group kind of thing? Are you more of a one-on-one kind of trainer? What's your
It really varies. Sometimes I do boot camps, and I don't really care if there's just 3 people, 10 people. A lot of more of my clients are one-on-one, and I agree with what Jason said. When you have a trainer, it really diversifies your workouts. You stay focused. Usually people who tell me, Jason's constantly looking for some man called Oh God.
Yeah.
When we're working out.
As a
I'm
Jewish
like,
gal,
who's
she's
God?
Like, she's like, who's God? So
he's not coming.
Yeah.
And then I make him do more. So like Jason was just saying, it's just not the exercise portion. It's the other components that go to a healthy lifestyle. And if you're not getting proper food nutrition, which most people cannot possibly get all the daily requirements of the nutrition from the foods, it's the way foods are processed today. People consume a lot of unnecessary calories like frappuccinos and
the frappuccino. It used to be my favorite drink there at Starbucks.
And scones. They stop.
Well, what about like my popcorn and the other stuff? So Dena's also an Aztec fan.
Jason's Round Table.
Go Aztecs.
Or his Chick-fil-A. Or his La
yeah.
Posta.
La Posta.
Yeah.
So Dena is also an Aztec fan, and I'm like, oh yeah, where's your seats? We're in the exact same section. She's a couple rows in front of us.
Right,
and
you
so
got to be closer to the snack bar.
She literally, apparently. So
turn around and
she took around. She's taking
photos.
pictures of what I was eating before she worked me out, and then she would, text it to me and some of our friends in common, going, "This is why Jason needs me to work, be his trainer." And literally, it was like, I got, because I enjoy when I go to the game. You enjoy the game, and there's food, you want to relax. And she was reminding me, I can't always relax. That's the reason why you look the way you look and you feel in the way the shape you are, is if you keep doing the same thing, Yeah, if you keep doing the same thing, Jason, nothing's going to change, Mr. Hall. So,
What's your favorite thing to eat there, Jason?
oh man, the Mexican food. They got a great Mexican food place. The gals.
You could just see
made
him
some
get
great-
excited to talk about food. You're just one of those guys, Jason. I remember our good buddy Evan. We went to dinner one time, and we were just sitting there eating in a really fancy steakhouse, and he's just like, I love food. There's just some
Yeah,
people
there's
that
something-
genuinely love food.
It just
You're
makes-
one of those people.
I'm one of those people. I think I enjoy it, and I think part of it maybe is when you're poor, you didn't have much food options, and so you didn't really. Now you appreciate it when you get it. So after the show tonight, I'm heading over to Donovan's to meet some people, and so I told Dena, and I'm like, I guess I'm gonna have to eat fish and lobster or something because I can't eat too much meat because they have the best steaks like in the world.
Yeah.
And I have to be very careful, and I know everybody's gonna give me a hard time, but I think I'm going fish tonight.
All right. I love it. If you want to connect with Dena with Tone Fitness, give us a call. Shoot us a text, 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. Would love to get you connected. We're going to head to a break, but when we get back, Dena, I want to learn a little bit more about some tips you've got for our listeners of what they can do to make 2016 their healthiest year ever. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170, The Answer.